it took her 3 months.
3 months.
To really say, I'm gonna follow what you say. 6 months later, she hit 11k.
Wow, that's quite a lot.
My target for her was 10,000 per month. So she hit 11k. Fantastic. So after that, just have to continue and do your best lah. You ready for the third one?
Yes.
Okay, this one is the most
What
horrific
the
one.
third one?
This is the most horrific one. Okay, so this is about our own company. We also went through some stagnation. So honestly, what we went through was in 2010, all of that, we really hit the plateau. That was 10 years in business. There were so many changes in the market. But the external factors affected us a lot. The external factors affected us a lot. So we didn't change the way we do business. We just continued only. We didn't look at what our competitors were offering. We still had leads. We were still closing leads, alhamdulillah, but it was ultra tough. Very, very, very tough.
Building an SME is never smooth. Growth is hard, challenges are constant, and bad advice can set you back. Hi, my name is Khadijah from Accounting Superhero. As a management support executive in this company, my role is to assist the company's management and directors in the stewardship of this company. Every week, I book a one-to-one mentoring with my boss, Mr. Faz, so that I can perform better in my role. Join me as I go through a range of topics relevant with SME business owners like yourself who are keen to grow your business and ascend to the next level. Before I start, I just want to share that whatever is being shared here is based on real advice and experience from a professional chartered accountant for more than 20 years of industry experience. Mr. Faz is a no bullshit kind of person. Are you ready? Let's go!
Hi everyone and welcome back to the show. Today we are discussing something many business owners quite struggle with. When your business feels stagnant, sales may be flat, the excitement fades, and it starts to feel like you are just going through the motions. So today we are going to explore how business owners in Singapore and Malaysia can recognize stagnation and, more importantly, how to reignite growth. Hello, Ms. Faz.
Hi Khadijah, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How about you?
Alhamdulillah, great.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about business that feels stagnant. What can the business owners do to reignite growth?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Alright. Sounds like something I've went through also before. So hopefully I can share whatever that I've struggled with and how I overcame it lah.
Okay.
Also, insyaAllah, can.
So how can we do about this? How, when the business feels stagnant, how do we go from this? Yeah.
Okay, can. So maybe let's talk about what is stagnation. Okay. So stagnation, I would say things like the revenue of the company is either flat or is actually declining. Of course, declining is bad lah. Okay, that's not just stagnation, but that's declination lah. It's just going down. But if it's flat, means you're not growing, but you're not getting worse off also lah. So it's a situation where the revenue actually stays flat. Every month is around the same. It's very predictable and there's nothing much that you can do about it lah. Right?
So how do you measure this, Mr. Faz? Do we monitor this monthly, yearly, or how?
Okay. Actually, it's best to measure your sales monthly when you close, right? You know the figure every month and you can actually look at it from a 12-month perspective lah. But if you were to ask me, don't just do that. Go deeper a bit. If possible, measure your sales on a weekly basis. So if you know 1 year, there's 12 months, but there's also 52 weeks, right? So you can see your sales has 52 points on the graph. So by looking at it from that perspective, you have more points to see.
So we can see more thoroughly and we can do decision based on the data itself.
Yes, correct. Because there's a lot more data points lah. 52 versus just 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of them. Something that you can do. Yeah. The next thing about stagnation is customer acquisition has slowed or stopped. So this means that you are not getting new business. You're just servicing your current business and you're getting things done, all that good, but you're not doing anything to get more.
But isn't it difficult for like small business to keep on acquiring customers? Like, and then like how to focus on servicing the existing customers or like doing the jobs on hand?
Yeah, fair point, fair point. But you need to actually have more jobs to come in, because these jobs that you do will finish. So like how you put fertilizer and water onto your plants, you need to actually keep on getting more clients lah. So that maybe out of 10 leads that you have, maybe 2 become clients. So 2 will come in a certain point in time in future. So that goes to show that in future, you will have additional more jobs to do.
I see.
But if you don't have any customer acquisition, the moment you finish servicing these clients, then you have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you'll go into decline.
Is it like some sort of backup? No.
Not really backup, but it's a plan for growth lah, or a plan for continuity.
I see.
Another sign of stagnation I can say would be, like staff are disengaged. They come to work, but they are just doing the bare minimum. You're not getting a real performance out of them now.
Yeah, I kind of heard like from clients that saying sometimes their staff are like unmotivated, like just go to work because like it's like their daily job, like it's their routine and all.
True.
And not really doing the job lah.
True, exactly. So there are some terms going over the internet, things like quiet quitting lah, quiet macam lah, right? So all I can say is doesn't matter what terms, but the point is, the point is, in order for you to actually keep growing or rather not stagnating, is to make sure your staff are engaged fully. They know what they're doing, they know how they're contributing, and they are working together in a very aligned manner towards the same mission, towards the same goals. So that's something that I think the bosses will need to do, to put some effort to make sure that this is the outcome that they want and this is the outcome that they get.
I see.
Yeah.
Understand. Basically, what are the other? Do you have like the other points for signs for stagnation?
Yes. Actually, sometimes in a company, like, you can be very busy, but actually all the busyness that you have is not yielding any results. So there's no productivity out of it lah.
What are the examples of that?
Okay, an example is like when you come to work, example if from the boss's perspective, they come to work, but they're just there to put out fires. This department has a problem, this fellow has a problem, that fellow has a problem. So all day, whatever they're doing is they're just solving the problems. That's one. Another one could be, boss is so involved in trying to come up with systems to which are over, like for example, if using a certain app, the app will actually track how to do this, how to do that, and the staff will have to update. But during this whole process, it takes us 2 hours for the staff to go and do their part per day, and the boss will take probably another 5 hours per week to go through all the stuff updates. So because it's over-engineered, the system fails. So you're not focusing on things which actually matter towards growth, but this busyness then becomes unproductive.
I see.
Yeah. And I can think of one more, which is probably something like you have been doing business for some time, for several years, and everything's okay, you're running comfortable, all okay, but you don't launch anything new. So there's no promotion, there's no enhancement of your services or your products. You don't think of how to actually improve.
Basically, they are at their comfort zone, I would say.
Yes, they're too deep inside comfort zone. So
Basically, they are too comfortable with their usual like operations. They don't want to grow because like this is how they are doing things. Like, why bother like having new improvements and all, right?
Exactly, because it's so predictable, everything's okay, so that's it. So they don't bother to do something different, innovate, make anything better lah in that sense. But what I can say is it's, I guess, quite normal, because when businesses actually grow, they will come to a plateau. They will hit this phase lah. I think what matters most is how you respond to it. So to respond is key lah. If you don't, then you'll be stagnant, and then slowly you'll go decline, and eventually the business will fail.
How we react to it really matters in that way.
Yes.
I see. Basically, every business has these phases. Okay.
I would say eventually yes. It's just a question of when lah.
When and like how do you react to it? Because if you react negatively, it will like
it can make it worse.
Yeah, it can become worse.
So for us, I mean, we've been doing business for 25 years. So over that period, yes, definitely I can think back and say, yes, we have come to this point, we have come to this point, and then we have to do something about it. So, but if you only done business for maybe 1 year, maybe you haven't reached the point yet. Maybe in future you might. So maybe those of them who are watching this today, at least they get to know that it could happen. So knowing about it now helps, hopefully.
I see. The signs of stagnation that you have mentioned just now, I feel like it is they are all very common signs, but some business owners may experience this without realizing that their business has been plateaued. So before we talk about solutions, right, how should business owner figure out like what's actually causing the slowdown?
So before we actually talk about what to do, I think importantly is to diagnose the factors causing this slowdown. So I would say there are three main elements. In every business, this will be called market factors.
Yeah.
So these are things which is normally not much within our control. We can't do much about it.
It's beyond our control, right?
Then there is internal factors. Internal factors is inside the company. As a whole, what have we been doing? Have we maybe lost our our plan is not strong, or have we lost our direction, or maybe we don't have key people to help us move forward. So these are in-house or rather internal factors. Then in the micro level, going deeper in the micro level, there is also the owner. The owner himself will be a factor for us to consider whether or not the business can slow down. So if the owner is someone who is really facing like burnout, so recently we had one BBU episode where we spoke about burnout as well, right? But if the owner is experiencing burnout, if the owner is distracted by something, God knows what, or the owner is someone who has problems with managing people, or delegating work or something, everything is done by the owner. So definitely the business will slow down. Definitely the business will be in a stagnation point, because external factors will cause an effect. Internal factors, there's no leadership, decisions and responses are very slow, maybe marketing is not yet done, or internally, even at a small level, the owner himself maybe has lost direction, or too burnt out, perhaps. All of these things can affect the actual slowdown, can cause a slowdown.
I agree with all your points, Mr. Faz, because like if market factors is external, right, we can't like really do much about it. And then what we can do is like control our internal, which is like the staff, and like do the marketing, and then like aligning our strategy to make like how do we go from here. Basically this reminds me of our SWOT review. I think back in like Spezzatura meeting, we did a SWOT review, right? I feel like in the beginning I feel like it's like really basic, like why bother, because I think everyone knows like the SWOT of like the company. But then again, when we did it ourselves and then like present it, so and then different people have different point of view, and then when we align that together, and then all the key staffs will like feel, oh, this is it, yeah, and then we need to do this in order to like tackle the threats to become better lah, basically.
So regarding SWOT, right? For those of you who may not know what it means, it's actually strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And as Khadija has mentioned just now, it's true. It's actually a very, very basic tool. However, despite it being basic, I always believe fundamentals are key lah. So when your fundamentals are strong, inshallah, doing other more interesting things will also be easy, because you can always fall back on the key stuff which is already correct. So SWOT review is important, and you're right. When we actually had our leaders meeting, right? We did go through this, and we did actually talk about how internally we can improve, because internal bottlenecks will cause a slowdown, and in fact that's one of the things that happened to us as well. So it's a question of how do we do things better, and how do we rally everybody towards the same goal, and we can achieve it as a whole lah.
I see. But talking about the external factor and internal factor, you mentioned that the owner is actually one of the issues behind their business stagnant, right? So once a business owner has like identifies the root cause, basically maybe the root cause is him feeling overwhelmed, him feeling burnt out and all. So what practical steps that they can take to restart the growth and to make the business like steady lah in that sense?
Okay. So I think I will answer your question like this lah, because oftentimes it's not just the business owner is having issues lah. Most of the time it will be 2 or 3 things going on. So it could be, if the external factors are not causing any stagnation, then it could be the other two lah, which is the owner and the internal factors. Sometimes it could be the owner and the external factors. So to me, I think it's always 2 out of 3 lah. Then you will have a real problem.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So if it's one, sometimes you don't really see, then you will just march along.
Just go as usual.
Yeah. So when you
Then
have two,
another issue comes in, then
you go, oh my
my
god.
business will stagnant now. What to do? Okay.
Yes, correct. So in this situation, I would say to reignite the business, there's certain things that you can do. Certain simple stuff lah. So the first thing on my mind would be to refresh your product or your service offering. First, answer the question I am passionate about and I want to offer. Okay, why I see this is because market needs will change. So along the way, certain things like external forces, maybe like we are going through a period of economic slowdown. Okay, so customers will change their consumption patterns. They might not want to take on expensive services. They might somehow need to fit the budget. They will need something more budget friendly. So the question that I will say is, instead of just doing what you do best and offering the same thing, try to inject some or make it more relevant to the current situation. Maybe bundle or repackage certain existing services. Maybe break it down into a light version, premium version. So those who cannot go for the premium one, or those who have to downgrade, perhaps they still have an option with you. Maybe they can go for a light one, at least to tide through for a certain period of time, and then they can do something later on.
That's really a good point, Mr. Faz, because I think sometimes businesses think like they need to create something new, and then if we create something new, it will like more price, and then but at the same time we want to cut costs because our business are already stagnant, right? So, but I think even the point that you mentioned just now, even repackaging existing service can make a like big difference lah. Because if repackaging like the existing product is there, we just need to like enhance it a little bit more to like cater to the market needs lah. I feel like that's a really good one lah.
Which is just sometimes tweaking makes a lot of difference lah. And then things like you can also add on some complementary services. So maybe something which is related but a small feature perhaps, but it might make a difference. You can actually also add on to it as well.
What are the examples of that?
That's what I say. Maybe, for example, if someone comes, okay, maybe for our company, our firm, we do accounts, for example. So, apart from the accounting part, we can also do training as well. So, we can train clients on how to do accounts themselves. One might probably think, hey, you want to do the accounts, then you want to teach someone, you want to teach the client to do the accounts, then what are you going to do? So, the point I'm trying to make is, if the client can do certain parts, right, we can do the parts where the client do not want to do. It's as simple as that. If not, we were doing everything, and then the cost is going to be higher for the client, right?
Yeah.
So by we now teaching you how to do it, maybe you can do certain parts to your comfort level without affecting your operations, and make sure your sales comes in well. We will provide the support for the rest of the parts. So that's something that we have done in the past. Since 2016, we started doing that. The past 10 years, it actually makes a lot of sense.
By doing all of these like complementary services, like what are the effects that you have like been, what are the effects that you have seen from this? Yeah.
Okay, I share with you a quick story. Prior to 2015, all we have done was we have done accounts on a bespoke level. Very bespoke.
What is bespoke?
Bespoke means it's tailored to what they need.
Oh.
So the client comes, they show us, we'll insist that you show us what we have. We look at it, whether is it perfect or not perfect, or really almost non-existent. It doesn't matter. We're not scared by it. We'll just take a look at it, and then we'll give you a code to make sure everything is done properly. So it's very bespoke to the person, to the client. That is a problem though.
Why is it?
It's a problem because every client is bespoke.
Oh,
If every client is bespoke, you don't have standardized services.
yeah.
Okay, so you either hit or you miss the client.
We just give what they want, but we don't have like a standardized like
There's no
process.
basis of there's no basis of comparison also. They want to compare us with other people, so they can't. Then end up they go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So it was tough. So 15 years of doing that was tough. After that, then we changed. So we changed by introducing standardized accounting services. So for a certain amount per month, this is what we're going to do for you. But we tell the bank, this is what we'll do for you. This is what the outcome is going to be like. This is what we need from you to actually get it done. Then we also have do it together accounting plans. Do it together means you do certain part, we do certain part, and we end up completing everything for you.
If they do certain parts, do we like train them or?
Depends. If they want us to do implementation of the system for them, then we will train them.
I see.
If we don't, then they must be able to do it.
Must be able to.
But if they ask us to train and they are willing to pay for it, why not? No issue.
Understand.
So by breaking this down into like different parts and by creating standardized services, it is a lot easier for them to do comparison. Hey, these guys at the accounting bureau are charging this amount for this. These other companies are charging this amount for this. Which one am I gonna go for? Am I comfortable to do this or not? Or to do this or not? Sometimes price matters. So
Yeah.
maybe they'll go for us because maybe we do it cheaper.
Yeah, because price is like a huge deal for business owners, right?
Yeah, especially when you're struggling, that is the most important factor to consider.
I see.
But then when they have grown up to a certain stage, they will not really look at the price, but they look at what is being offered. What do they have to do? You know, if we have clients who want to do anything at all. What they want is they just want to see their reports monthly and it's done, and they want us to be even their finance department, their back end. So we have staff who actually do the whole entire thing for them, right? So we have a range of services lah. But that's the one thing that we did lah. That's the one thing that we did. Because of that, we are able to handle more clients. We're able to grow.
I see. Just now you talk about the service offering in accounting superhero, right? So what are the examples that you can give for F&B industry?
Okay. F&B industry, I would say if they are selling, say nasi ayam penyet lah. Okay, simple. Or nasi lemak or something. So it's a product and everybody will buy the same thing. How can they make it better is to add additional things lah. So this is a standard product, then you can add on to
The skill that at complementary one lah.
yeah, so you choose lah whatever you want. There's so many things. I don't want to mention it now, but there's so many things that you can actually put onto your nasi lemak to make it nice.
Yeah.
But that's one. Another one is you can even bundle it. Like for example, you can say buy 3 plates, the 4th one is free. For example.
Yeah, many
Okay?
people are doing that.
Yeah, so that's a group for a group, right? At the same time, you can say, okay, let's make a platter for 4 to 5. So 4 to 5 means what? Is it 4 or 5? Nobody knows, right?
Yeah.
So you say it's 4 to 5. So the pricing can be for 4, but you can serve a bit more that it looks like it's for 5.
Yeah.
But it'll become more attractive to the consumer who looks at the platter and say, hey, that's a good value. Because the amount is good.
Yeah, it's like the basic psychological
Yes,
price.
correct. So it's a psychological thing, yes. So that's something F&B business owners can do lah.
Understand.
Then hopefully from there, you can actually boost your sales.
Okay. So we heard about the service offering and like how can we enhance the product or services to make it better, right? So are there any
What else can we do?
so basically what else can be done?
You can do something which is very easy. This I would say is a low hanging fruit lah. So if you have if you're already in business and you have clients who already trust you, you can always reconnect with existing clients. Reconnect with them means every month look at your top 20 clients, give them a call. Sounds very old school, but it works. So call them or text them direct to the boss and say, hi, how are you? No, I see things are doing well on your side. Talk about something. Make it genuine. Make it a good reconnection. That's one you can. So basically, it's called reaching out. Another thing that you can do is you want to do a marketing campaign. So before you do a marketing campaign to new people that you do not know, to the public, do a reactivation campaign to these clients as well. Like for example, just now we spoke about product enhancement. So now that you have a platter instead of normal nasi lemak, but you know you've got customers who every day will buy from you the same nasi lemak, right? Have a campaign just to tell them, look, apart from this, we also have this.
Oh, because like they have like been tasted our nasi lemak, right? So they know how delicious it is. So if we
Exactly.
like enhance that, maybe they want, oh, they have like we have like nasi lemak ayam and sotong, and yeah, and then like apa tu, maybe they said like if they are really hungry they can just like go there and like eat lah, because they have like been
You
tasting
know
of,
this,
right?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So because the trust in the food is there,
Mm-mm.
so even if you offer something different, okay lah, try lah, why not? You know, they'll be more open to try. So with that, of course, you can grow your sales lah. Yeah. And another one more thing that you can do with your existing customers is give them an incentive lah. Incentive to, because of their loyalty. So most of the time they've been with you for some time. These are things that you can offer them a loyalty discount, something simple. You can send them something to say thank you, right? Especially during festive times, right? This is a good relationship building thing. It's a good reconnection thing. It's basically to make sure that the warmth is there, the spirit is there, the relationship actually fosters to a high level lah. And it's actually easy for you to sell to people who already trust you because they are already your customers.
And also it's cheaper, right? Because business are struggling, business have been stagnant. So if we like tap into like this existing customer, maybe like they will come to us even more lah.
Yep.
Basically it's cheaper because we don't have to gain their trust lah, because they are already an existing client of us lah.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
I think this is like something many business owners overlook, because they are constantly chasing new leads, new clients, but they forget about like the existing clients that have been with them lah. And usually like these are the type of customers that are easiest one to like sell to. Okay.
Yep.
So are there any more tried and tested levels to get the momentum back?
Yes. One more thing you can also do is to market differently. Market differently means, okay, believe it or not, right? Some business owners, they have a website, it's up, it's done. They have their socials done and everything all perfectly. Google My Business all complete done. But 1 year later, it's still the same thing. 2 years later, it's still the same thing. They have not updated anything at all. So your website needs to be updated. Okay, things change, people change, vector graphics change, the way you market change. So be current lah.
You have to keep up lah.
Yeah, keep up. But if you cannot be exactly so current, it's okay. But at least not until 2 years, 3 years, you know, update lah. To make it a point, maybe every year, do an update.
I see. What about Google My Business? Like, what are there to update lah?
Okay, Google My Business, you can add photos.
Oh yeah.
You can add videos,
Yeah.
And at the same time, most importantly is once you have your business on Google, right? You should actually make it a point to get reviews from your customers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because if we like Google the business, right? I think one of the things that we look for is like the reviews. Is this cute? Is this good or not?
So if you run a business and people do come to your place, F&B for example, paste that sticker there, go for a Google review, and get $5 off. Why not? Pay $5 for a Google review on the spot. Okay, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's something that everyone can do.
Like pay a small incentive and all lah.
Yeah, or free can of Coke or something, whatever lah you choose. The point is, get the Google review.
I see.
And then you can also do something which I think currently is slightly outdated, but it's still good to show your expertise in the market. You can do a webinar, or you can do a free clinic of your niche lah. So showcase your expertise, right? Like, so for example, if you are doing F&B business, maybe do a simple webinar, let them come in for free, do a 1 hour show them how to cook something, or how to prepare something, how to bake something, right? But something which is maybe relevant to the times that you're in lah. So I give you an example. Maybe today in Singapore and Malaysia, there's this thing called Casilo or something, right? The pudding, right?
Oh yeah.
It's going viral.
Yeah. The caramel pudding.
Yeah,
But people call it quesadillo.
Yeah. So maybe do a video, teach people how to read, or do an online webinar, show them exactly what is actually involved, how to do it. Maybe there's 2 different versions or something. Who knows? By then, by doing this, it's free, but people actually learn from you and they trust you. Maybe they like the way you actually teach or something, right? Then it invites them to actually go and try out what else that you're offering.
I see. Basically, you mentioned like host like a free webinar, right? But their business are stagnant, and basically this I can assume that this free webinar is some sort of like an investment for the business.
Yes. So actually, every marketing effort that you do, there's a cost to it lah. So it's either you come up with money to pay for it, or you come up with your own time and effort lah. So I would say ultimately it's still worth it lah. Cannot stop marketing. Must still have to do lah.
Yeah, correct. Because marketing itself is like an investment, right?
Yep.
You want to attract clients to come.
Exactly. I can also mention something about to learn how to market differently. Nowadays, right, people are selling branded wallets, branded bags. Like for example, Braun Buffel in Malaysia, they are currently being sold on TikTok Live.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I like that brand a lot, so I keep watching it. So people are buying it as well online. So people are also doing it on Shopee as well. So I think it seems a lot of things can be done differently.
Are there any more that are there any more things that we can like market differently?
Yes, I think so one more thing that you can do to actually improve your business to basically reignite growth is to improve your operations. Okay. Operations is basically how you do things lah. Like it's the systems that you follow, the processes that you follow. Sometimes because we are just doing it or just day in and day out, we forget how to make it better or to free up some energy that is stuck doing all these things. So for example, look at the processes that we actually do in terms of raising invoices, in terms of onboarding clients, in terms of supporting customers, like queries and all that. Maybe the process is not streamlined. Maybe it's a bit clunky, So go through it properly. Eliminate certain parts which can be eliminated. Use maybe technology for certain parts that can be automated, so as to reduce the amount of work involved lah. With this savings, then you can do other stuff. Like you could probably do the marketing that you always thought you cannot do. You can do, right?
Yeah.
So that's something you can do. There are things like managing your emails, things like managing your finances, getting your books done. So all these things, please use digitalisation, please use automation, get things like Zero. We are big on Zero accounting system. So use it. I think it's very, very good for SMEs. Use proper CRM tools. If you're not on ChatGPT, please don't wait any longer. Get ChatGPT to work for you. So things can be done. All the basic tasks can be done as well. And then, if you are not already hiring people, please do. Of course, make sure your business is at a level which it is really growing and you need people. Hire people to take over the tasks that you do, so that you don't drain your time away and you can reuse your time to actually create a bigger business.
I see.
Yeah.
Basically delegate tasks so that like it doesn't become like micromanaging or like the owner alone are doing like many tasks lah.
Burn out.
Yeah, burnout. Yeah, that's the word. Thank you. I really like this one because like growth doesn't always mean like doing more work, right? Sometimes it's about improving systems so business owners can like focus on higher value priorities. So basically, before we move on to the next segment, as usual, do you have any horror story that you can share with us?
Sure, yes. Horror stories are the best. Okay. So I'll share with you 3. Okay. Yeah.
There's a lot of horror stories.
Yeah, because this topic about reigniting growth, right? First year, reasonably well, was in the 6 figures. First year. Okay, early, below 500,000. But very well for first year is very, very good. Second year, almost at 500,000.
Wow.
Also very good. I thought he really did amazing. However, it was difficult for him to grow the business because most of the things was done by him. At the same time, he didn't have additional funds to actually reinvest into marketing. So marketing wasn't done. And his response time was actually quite bad. So, meaning you need to market today to make money maybe a few months down the road.
Yeah.
You can't market today and tomorrow there's going to be business.
Yeah, that's correct.
Doesn't happen that way. So he didn't invest in that marketing first. So when he's already hitting the plateau stage, he cannot grow and things are slowly going to decline, then he has to do a mad rush into putting marketing efforts lah. And that is very, very, very hard to do. Especially for someone who doesn't go in front of the camera, doesn't do videos, cannot really, have a convincing conversation with a camera, like it's tough lah. But all I can say is these are things that you need to do in order for you to actually keep on growing, in order for growth to always be constant lah. So this is one of the horror stories that recently I've seen lah. So with this client, but thank goodness he has actually managed to really go all out for marketing. He's trying to turn the business around so that he doesn't get stuck in it. So, but I do not know what the outcome is yet lah. It's still in progress.
What is still in progress?
Which is why it's a horror story for me lah. Okay, the next one I can share with you is 2 years ago, we have this one client and also coachee came to me, and then she told me that, look, business has been so bad, it was stagnating at say around $2,500 per month. It's very, very small business lah. First it was at around 10,000, then it went down to 7,000, went down to 5, went down to 2. So when she came to see me, it was already at that stage too. So then she said, you know what? Over the next 1 or 2 weeks, it went even further down. Like overnight, she lost one client, and it went down to $500 a month. So that's really, really bad lah. So the problem with her, when I actually went through the whole entire thing with her, we realized that she's actually selling something which is not what the market wants. She's selling something what she wants to sell, what she's very good at, but it's not what sells.
Yeah, the market doesn't work that way lah.
Yes. So what I did before was I actually broke down the whole plan of this is where you're at now, this is what you're selling, this is what the customer wants, and this is your experience that you bring.
Okay.
So she has 20 over years of experience in this line. So you can't bullshit her. She knows her work very, very well. So this is the initial stage. So from here, I drew up for her the plan. These are all the things that you can do all the way until what the customer wants. So from here, you choose which part do you want to tell the customer. If you just do what you want to do previously, this is what every other company in her industry is doing. So can you imagine you have to compete against like thousands of companies in Singapore or in Malaysia doing the same thing.
There's no competitive advantage on it.
Yes, it's just price. And because you got 20 years of experience, don't tell me you're going to sell the same thing for a cheap amount. Right? It's really undervaluing yourself. So have to ask her to change. Instead, sell this, something different. So, unfortunately, she took around 6 months to believe what I said lah. Because I'm not in the industry, right? No, sorry, not 6 months. It took her 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah, to really say, I'm gonna follow what you say. 6 months later, she hit 11K.
Wow, that's quite a lot.
My target for her was 10,000 per month.
Wow.
So she hit her 11K. Fantastic. So after that, just have to continue and do your best lah. Yeah. You ready for the third one?
Yes.
Okay, this one is the most
What
horrific
the
one.
third one?
This is the most horrific one. Okay. So this is about our own company. So we also went through some stagnation. Okay. So honestly, what we went through was in 2010, or rather, we really hit the plateau. That was 10 years in business. There were so many changes in the market. So the external factors affected us a lot. External factors affected us a lot. So we didn't change the way we do business. We just continued only. We didn't look at what our competitors were offering. We still had leads. We were still closing leads, alhamdulillah, but it was ultra tough. Very, very, very tough. Okay, that was some of the most difficult moments that I went through. Okay, so how do we overcome it? We actually went through the 10 years, first 10 years of revenue. We plotted the revenue for the past 10 years. We broke it down into the months as well. We analyzed the reasons why revenue stagnated for each year. So in 1 year, there are certain months which are high, certain months which are low. So this corresponded for our industry, or rather for us, it corresponded with things like school holidays. It corresponded with things like Ramadan, Hari Raya, all this kind of stuff. So during this period, it will be lower for us. Then maybe start of the year, end of the year, maybe it's slightly higher for us. So if we didn't look at this, we also would not know.
Yeah.
Right? But we have 10 years of data. So these seasonal cycles, we could identify it. And then we look at trends. What are the things that we did at a certain years that we got a spike? It went out a bit. What did we do? We sat down and discuss. Oh, we did this. Okay? Which means we need to do more of this kind of stuff. Things that work for us, we need to do more. Right? And then because the months which are already bad in that sense, we need to do something different. Right? If not, we will die.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Because
So,
like data never lies, right?
yes.
So we need to like do decision based on like what the data says.
So that was our own horror story. If we didn't do what we had to do, I think we would have closed business long time. 2010 would have been death. Yeah.
Basically, how the company reacts is really important lah. It's either we go up or we go down lah.
Yep. Betul. You're
Okay.
doing good.
So, from an accountant's perspective, right, from your point of view, what financial signs should business owner watch when their business starts stagnating? Yeah.
Okay. So I will say this plateauing revenue, okay, is a financial symptom, because it's your finances telling you something. You need to look, you need to listen, and then you need to respond. So identify the root causes. These are usually operational things which is going on, or some strategic matters which is not happening. So that means lack of strategic work lah. So what I tell clients to do is, don't just chase new revenue. New revenue means go for new businesses, go for new clients. Whatever you have right now, plug the internal leaks first.
You need to enhance first lah.
Yes. So either you enhance your revenue from clients, or your processes and things like that, right? Your internal factors, you solve first lah.
I see.
There could be things going on, like for example, your expenses. You are buying from the wrong source, from the wrong vendor. You're paying too much. Could be. Maybe your staff, they are underworked. You never give them enough work for them to do. Maybe your response time to clients are actually very slow. So these things you improve first, then you go for new clients, new revenue, for example. Another thing that you could do is to plan for growth. So when you plan for growth means I say I want 10% growth next year. Okay, what is the figure? The figure is now this amount. By doing this, you will then go into a state where, okay, I need to change the business now so that I can grow by X% next year. If you don't say this, you will not do this now. So a growth forecast or growth plan needs to be built. Okay. Another thing that you can do is to look into the current work that you do. Meaning, if you're running service business, analyze the kind of work that you're doing. Are you actually making money now? Because see, you have 10 jobs. Each job must make small money for you to make a total of certain profit, right?
Yeah.
There could be some of them which are actually losing money. So you need to fix this first. And another thing that business owners should do is to monitor cash flow. So cash flow, initially I mentioned to you, look at the revenue every month, right? But for better data, look at it on a 52-week basis, right?
Yeah.
Same way, cash flow, look at it weekly, not monthly. Monthly is too long. So every week, see how much money comes in, how much money goes out. Yeah. So this is an early warning sign of whether you are making enough or not. So not just profitability, but cash flow.
We can just control from there lah if we look at it like in a more nearer time.
So example, every week you get maybe 500, but every week you still have to pay 300. Net is 200, right? You are at a cash positive situation.
Yeah.
Next week you pay out, you get maybe 500 again, but you pay out 500. So now your cash flow is not positive anymore, right?
Yeah. It's
Are you comfortable?
No.
Definitely not. So that will be a very quick way of telling.
I see.
Yeah, that's something you can do. And last but not least, I would say running a business is not a solo effort. I heard that silence. Okay, sorry. Last but not least, running a business is not a solo effort. You need to engage your team. Okay, this is where I say you need to communicate a vision to them. You need to get them on board, get alignment, and then run the business together. Create leaders from them as well. You cannot do things just yourself and imagine that one day you'll be successful. It hardly ever happens, right? At the same time, talk to your staff, talk to your team earnestly and sincerely to get the best ideas from them, because they are the ones who are facing things head on. So they are the ones who sometimes know exactly how to counter the issues. But because you never engage with them, they also don't say anything. So talk to them, right?
We need to initiate the conversation first lah.
Yeah,
Then only they will see from their point of view lah.
yeah. Then maybe they'll be more open. They can share with you. Actually, boss, this is what I see. Maybe you can try this.
If you don't ask, then we never know lah kan.
Yes. And don't be arrogant thinking that you know everything lah. Honestly, you hire people. Hopefully, you hire people who are better than you. Then you can grow better lah. If you hire people who are not as good as you, or and how do you grow, right?
Yeah.
So ask them,
right.
talk to them, talk to your staff. Yeah. I would say this whole topic about business stagnation, right? It's not business failure. It's not business failure. It's about feedback. When business stagnates, the business is trying to tell you something.
You need to figure out what is that something.
Yes. So take the feedback. Take it as a, when you drive a car, especially the newer cars nowadays, right? Suddenly you start your car, then there's an engine warning light, right? Take it as a warning light. So the business trying to tell you something. You haven't crashed or anything like that. There's no accident. Just have to fix it. So hopefully you can fix it fast lah.
So for those of you who are watching this, we have prepared a checklist for you on our website to restart the growth in your business, so that by employing some strategies.
Don't forget to download.
Don't forget to download the checklist. So basically from this topic, growth isn't a constant upward scale. It's cycle of action, learning, and also reinvention. If your business feels stalled, take it as a sign to review, reset, and also refocus. The best part, you have already built something. Now it's time to evolve it. Thank you, Mr. Faz, for so much for your time.
Most welcome. Always happy to spend some time with you.
So see you on the next episode. Bye. The next episode, we uncover another interesting topic: barter trade in business, smart strategy or risk move. See you on the next episode. Bye.